Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Mind Over Magic. Now, I have got to start off by putting an apology in. I set up some catastrophic errors early on, and because I did a few episodes back to back, I didn't spot it until I was editing. So let's go into the game and fix those before we do anything else. Okay, we're going to keep the game on pause. The first thing I want to change is the pot down here. Now, we kept on talking about the Holy Grail not being made. I've got it set up as do X times, not do until. So basically, they only made the one, and I should have easily tell because of the amount. It should have had a dash between the two, which it didn't. So let's set that up first, do until. And because we've got 8 people now, I want a minimum of 8 here at any time. Now, we've got a good amount of honey grilled now. We're up to 50 on the bitter rice, 27 on the honey drops. So that should fix that first problem. Now, I do want to have a look and see if we've got any other meals. We can do slop, which we need to feed to the beasts. We'll put slop at the very bottom and we'll put on 5. I mean, technically, we don't need the gutberry soup anymore because that has a negative 10 conviction. At least if we do bitter gruel, it has a negative 5. But what I'm going to do is say, stop making gutberry soups. Do we have any other better recipes? So carcass stew, it's just the same. They might as well just go and eat a carcass. It's mainly the wolfkin who do that. And I'm also going to increase the bitter gruel to 6 as well. Just in case we haven't got the honey gruel, at least I'm eating some of it. Actually, we'll put it up to 8 because that's how many students we've got and teachers. So that's the first problem fix. Second problem is scheduling. Now, I set up a schedule under groups, I think it was, for fully trained. Now, if you look, Charlotte's in there, Ophelia's in there, and then if you go to the schedule on the fully trained, they're not allowed to teach, they're only allowed to do tasks. So I set up that totally wrong. Now, what I needed to do is in this group is have it, add a rule, students only. Membership. So now you will see, actually, all students are in there, actually, because I'm all at the cap. They've all got the star next to him. And none of the members are going to be Elizabeth, Charlotte, Ophelia, Frederick, which are the teachers. So now all the teachers will go back onto training. Now, because they've got like a level 3 skill, they're going to be faster training than Elizabeth that was doing it with a level 1 skill across the board. So that's the 2 issues fixed up. So the next thing we want to do is keep things going along. We'll keep it at 2 on the night time. So you're currently doing that. Is there anything else I would rather you do? Well, we've got the lightning rods done. We need to get this assembly all done because I am considering upgrading these gifted students up to the next tier student. So we needed a room above, if I remember right. So I think what we need to do is move that across to there. Because I think this little part here is affecting it as well. And then we want to get Elizabeth to do that immediately. Now we can go back to using Elizabeth more because she's not going to be stuck to teaching. Next thing I need to do is sort this roof out, because if I put a floor across there, it's going to cut the roof. So unfortunately, in this case, I will have to demolish the roof. And we can put the roof on a 5. You just double click it and then it allows it all to go on a 5. And it should only be demolishing the 4 parts I asked it to. We did get most of the bookcases done. So that should be close to me moved up to the next tier. Now I want Elizabeth to come and do this immediately. Let's just pause it a second. Let's get this floor sorted. We want that floor to extend over to the next wall, which it won't allow me to. Because why? Probably because of this roof. Oh no, it works that way. You have to do it from a post across. Let's come and disintegrate this. Now, because we took the roof off, the windows aren't counting because it's no longer a room. So we want to get that sorted as soon as possible. Can I build a roof with those windows, or have I got to move them? I think I can drag that down, and I think that works. Ah, there it is. I was going to say, where's the confirm bar? And we'll put them roofs on a 5 just so they get done immediately. And we'll put them floor. It's only selecting the one floor, unfortunately. Can I multiple select? No. Putting all the floors. Not just the ones I wanted to. So let's just do this individual. We know it works that way. Noeem had just completed a trial. I think that was somebody we summoned late in the last episode. I'm trying to see what this turns in. We need this to be the... No, it's not open back. So if we go into the book of rooms, the one we're looking for is the second ritual room. So it needs to have interior. But the only other thing I can think of is it needs to have a complete room above it. Which we can easily do. We might run out of stone again, because it takes 2 stone for everyone. And I think we was building them 10i. Now, before I do anything else, this guy's going to be stuck unless I build a door there. And then next, I just want to put some sort of roof across the top. We'll do it on the inside like we've been doing. And confirm that. So that's a bit of a building project. Most of that will be is Elizabeth, but they should be now freed up because they're no longer teaching. But we've got no teaching to do. Next thing, let's have a look at what Naomi's just done. So you have just become... Okay, so you've completed them 2. So the one you've got left is 2 days without your conviction dropping. Now, we'd have to keep sending you to bed to keep your conviction high, or keep sending you to do recreation. Mike, what trials have you got left? Dance in a recreation room on your own with nobody else present. But it needs to be in a common room or an house commons or conservatory. We haven't got those, so you can't get that trial done yet. But we are aiming to get the commons room. We have been slowly aiming in the last 3 episodes. It's just with everything else going on, we haven't really had it focused. But again, there's another trial for house commons for Mike. You need the house commons twice. Dance in a recreation room, again, another one that requires an house commons will be able to do. Cast 25 times in the classroom with no other students present. We could just put you on a solo learner classroom. Jed on his own on a separate trial. Eat in a mess hall, commons room, house commons with no other students or staff present. Again, another one for commons room. So everything's telling me commons room. So the next thing I want to do is, can we create a group just for Jed? We'll call this solo learner, because I'm guessing this trial's going to crop up again. So we might as well set up a full thing for it. So this time we want to add a rule as a membership, and we only want it to be Jed. You've currently got your own schedule. Done. Then we'd have to go over to the schedule menu, and then we have to create custom schedule, which it's got the classrooms on. I would like a copy of this one, but I don't seem to be able to do it. I'll just have to create it. We want identical to what this one was here. So 2 recreations in the morning, followed by an eat cycle. Classrooms all day. 1 recreation in the afternoon, but we might need to start moving that up to 2, and then a heat cycle afterwards. followed by tasks. Now, we'll tie up one teacher to get this done. Oh, actually, we could do this on here without... I didn't realise. I thought you had to set up a solo learner schedule, but I could just put Jed on his own in here. So a schedule just for Jed. And he will be going to classroom still. We will keep an eye on that and see if Jed, at some point today, because we are at the start of the day. Now, Mike's probably still got the issue from the last episode when we accidentally made him die. But we did revive him, so that was all fun. And there is teachers are teaching and Jed's only in the classroom. So you should now open your maid sheet. You are starting to get your solo learner, and as soon as he's done that, we'll take him off that schedule and he'll go back to his normal one. So if we're already up to 3 on it, up to 4, that won't take long to do. Idra, what did you have trials left? Oh, yours was the mess hall. So, one of the most important things today is going to be the mess hall. I think we need to construct the doors up here. We are still on 2, so that's fine. And any of the students that's not in class will be doing work, moving items, doing the garden. Put that on a 5 and let's continue the game. Hopefully somebody comes and deals with the mushroom. Elizabeth again is going to do it. And I want to put that floor onto this section here as well, which we've ignored. Just gives a bit more support for these two. Okay, Jed has also done the solo learner, so immediately this schedule up here, we can just delete the schedule, and then it's easy to create when we need it again. Delete custom schedule. So I would like this to be a 5. Actually, we'll put them as 4s. Just otherwise, I think I'm going to do that if they need repairing above everything else. But at least it's getting built, that's all that matters. And then we just got to pay attention. Does this get the interior? That's the one we want. So technically everything below is rooms. Everything to the side is now a room as well. There is one roofing section there I'm going to have to go and fix. What's happening with this? Give me a... I think I'm stuck in a menu. Ah yeah, I'm in the wrong menu. Let's get Elizabeth to come and finish this off. This roof. And then we just need that back room to turn into a classroom, which it has now. Has this got the interior? No. Still hasn't got the interior, so I'm not 100% certain what we're missing. Select a room goal. Because if we could get the interior, this one's actually not that hard to go over. It's just we haven't got all these luxury and sculpture items. Want to make sure it's not changing. Pristine, open back. Adjacent to the outside on the right. So at least it's given us an idea of what's happening. So it has to be this little space here. So in that case, I think we probably need to demolish the roof in there, and hopefully it's still a classroom. And let's put this up on I, because I just want to get that interior sorted before we do anything else. So is this still stopping as a classroom? Okay. Okay, you're going back down to put the items away. So it's still stopping as a classroom. we've got interior. Absolutely fantastic. We're making progress. So what do we need now? We need another 19 luxury, and we need 4 impressive luxury. So let's have a look at our shrinks. We should have some rugs. Okay, it is creepy and peaceful, but it is 8 luxury each item. So I'm going to put both those in there. That will give us... Fortunately, it won't go in that way. I was hoping I could get 3 rugs side by side. Maybe we needed a smaller one. Because there's 2 space at the back there. There's 2 space here. Ah, this is taking 2.5, isn't it? Oh, it's taking 3. It's just the back one. He's not showing right. Can we turn it on the side and get in? Okay, that works. So that's 16 of the luxury we need immediately. Keep the game rolling. And let's just get... Oh, I think the Modi coming up to do it. I think we only need a little bit of luxury, and a chair might do that. Okay, so somebody's coming to do it. No. Okay. Just want to get this as our main priority at the moment. So we're just missing 4 impressive luxury. Absolutely fantastic. So that also means we only need the room that big. So we could put a wall across here going up with a door on. Now, ideally, I didn't want this up here. I would rather have this at the bottom, because the ideal plan would have been to have the kitchen up here. I mean, I could turn this into a staff area. Staff sleeping area. I mean, that door can be moved. We could have this as a staff sleeping, cooking here, leading onto the dormitory, because this is going to be the dormitory. And then that way we might not need them stairs, but I think those are good where they are. And we might be able to get something else down into this room. But yeah, we don't need this room as big. What was that luxury I needed again? It needs to be impressive. Now, we have got a lot of research. Now, I don't really want anything... So that's scholarly. I don't want anything like rugs. I would rather have something on the rug. Well, impressive luxury, a stone pedestal. We have just about got enough. I'm looking at light as well, what they give. So this one doesn't give any light, but this gives 125 with an impressive. So we could put 4 pedestals, and it might actually relieve. Okay, so I can't put them up the back unless I move the ritual circle forward 1. I'm willing to do that. We will get to some combat, but like I said, I just want to be able to upgrade these students so they can go training again. And we'll put this on a 5 as well. Somebody will come and deal with it. I just hate it when they shrink an item and don't move it. Just reminding myself, so I need 4 braziers. Solemn braziers will give us 500 light in here as well. We'll put them across the corners of the ritual circle. Unfortunately, there's going to be a little gap there, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Trying to get it on the same plane as that one. It's always going to be slightly off center. Let's keep the game rolling again. And is anybody going to come and harvest this? I was just wondering why you was just standing in there. Ah, you was getting mana. Already in the first 20 minutes of this episode, we've made some serious progress. Okay, you're not coming up and doing this. I want to get this fixed. I'll let you come up and do one as well. And Ophelia... No, actually, Frederick, you can come up and do one as well. Let's get this room finished. And the goal is what we want to do is we want this... Let's clear the goal. We want this to be an auditorium. Okay, somebody still needs to heal up. So I think I just took them out of the medical bed when I shouldn't have done it. But we now have an auditorium. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if we go to the ritual sigil, do we have the option? No, it's only going to the graduate. I thought we could get the next option. Maybe we need to go to the very top one. Required for intermediate rituals, required for advanced, so it must be an advanced ritual, what we need. Now, we need it lofted, taller than it's wide. Now, if we shorten it like we mentioned, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it'll be 10 wide, so that would actually work. So, in this case, I am going to go and try and get straight up. I don't think we've got the sculptured reliefs. That's the only one, and 75 luxury is a lot to do. Let's have a look at our research. We might not be able to upgrade the students like I was hoping for. He's got expel, retire, dismiss. Where's the ritual book? It's at the bottom somewhere, isn't it? Rituals. Repel fog, summon initiate, summon gifted. Actually, I think I know what it is. Don't we need individual training rooms to do this? I think I came across this in the last season. If we go to the book of rooms, I think it's something to do with these individual classrooms. Used to promote an initiate to a fire apprentice. So yeah, we need these individual classrooms. I knew I was missing something. It isn't the ritual room after all. But what we've done is we've actually upgraded that. So let's keep things rolling too. We will shorten this to try and get the lofted status. So it's not been a waste. It's just I've been focusing my attentions on the wrong thing. We want to put a wall in there. And then we want to put the door in as well. Now, we do have a tiny room here we could turn into a kitchen right now, if we desperately wanted to. The dining rooms would be down there, and I mean, I could make that work. But I think I need to put a new floor up on the top here. So if that's the case, I need to build some more walls up here. And we've got no stone, so that would be where... Is it rolling? Yep, it's rolling. You finally finished that bookcase, so we can look at this room then. This is something we started on episode 2 when we never had the materials with the wood to do it. So this was going to be the better classroom, wasn't it? It was going to be like a mage's terror. Workshops, I think it came under. So yeah, we wanted a mage's tower, so it needed to be lofty, pristine, towered, and 16 scholarly luxury. So no, it's still a mage's study. So what do we need to turn this up? So select a room goal, and it will tell us. Okay, so now it's saying it's not lofted. It's not towered. Must not be adjacent to walls or rooms to the left, right, or above. Well, technically, you're not next to anything. Oh, that's the auditorium. For some reason, it's giving me the wrong item. So I am selecting the mage's room here. But it keeps going back to the auditorium for some reason. So we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Lofty, pristine, and towered. Can I use the arrow keys to move room? Ah, actually, I can do it now. You have to go into the menu and then select it. So it is lofty and pristine. So let's set the rule goal on here. And we want it to be Mage's Tower. So it'll tell us what we're missing. We're just missing the Scholarly Luxury, so we need 2 more Scholarly Luxury in here. And then we should have a Mage's Tower. So yeah, if I put 2 Scholarly Luxury rugs down... I'm actually going to be putting 4 down. Just in case it gets dirty, it doesn't lose the room bonus. And it won't allow me to put it outside the door. That would have been nice. So we've gone a little bit over the luxury level, but that's better than nothing. And I think I will put all them rugs on a 5 just so somebody can come up and do it, just so I can get this. And this should turn to a Mage's Tower, which in the Book of Rooms, a Mage's Tower is going to be an extra 100% rate. So it's going to go from... Oh, there it is. It's going to go from 100% research to 200%, so we'll go for the research even faster. And what do we need for the Hermitage? We've got private already. We've got elevated, towered, and skewered. So let's have a look. Elevated, towered, private. We haven't got skewered. But I think the next... Let's clear the room goal off there now we've done that. You would need a bell tower. And we haven't got access to that quite yet, or large roof decorations. So I'm happy with being a Mage's Tower. And now we've got that sorted. We've got this sorted. We'll put these walls... Somebody will come and do it. And then what we want to also do is, I mean, I could have it up here. But no, I'd rather have another floor above it. We'll start building some classrooms. And all we've got to do is build a small one and put one for every school of magic we want to keep. There might be some research we'll need to do to achieve that as well. Yeah, I'm just making sure the game's still going. Who's fine? And we want to go to construction. I think we run out of stone. So we need to do a battle. And that might be the reason why the walls have not been done, because of the stone issue as well. Mage's Tower. Perfect. And then there's a couple more rugs they'll do. So let's go and have a look at some combat. Now, nobody's got any trials because we haven't had any new students in. But we might be able to summon a new student. Let's have a look at what bronze we've got. Okay, we haven't got enough to do a gifted, so it just have to be a standard one. And talking about standard students, wasn't one of these... You're gifted, you're gifted, you're gifted, you're gifted. No, they're all gifted. And I would like to turn them up and just replace some of the teachers, especially the lightning one and the fire one. They ain't probably as good in combat, because Wolfkin fires are really good. But it would be nice having a couple of more teachers around so they can do some of these jobs that the students can't. Let's have a look down here, because it is looking a bit overgrown. Let's put you on an harvest. Bitter rice is all on 4s, that's why I wanted it. Planters should be all on 4s. Ice flower planters can go on to 4. And then the ones that's not built, send it to a 5. We also need to pay attention to the pushback as well. Make sure we've got enough materials. So it's still in the pod stage. I'm just looking at the wood amounts more than anything else. We've currently got 260 wood, so we're good on the wood right this second. We'll just put you on a standard hunt, no priority, and very difficult to select these. So we'll put the Phoenix Kiss on an harvest. And I know we was running a bit low of ice flowers, so let's just put that on an harvest. And people will get round to it when they can. To get the quilted helpers, we need more stone, if I remember right. Which I'll just confirm if that's correct. So it'll be under crafting. It's stone we need. So stone's holding us back on a lot at the moment. So is there any stone out here? Because I think there is. And I think I want that as a 5 priority on that mine. Because that's holding us back from building. It's holding us back from some of these crafting. And one's over this side. We'll say a 4. So once they've done that side, they'll come over and do these. And we've just got to wait. Okay, we are in 5 days now. So we could do a superior pushback. I think I might summon a new student just in case they've got it as one of their tasks. So it's not going to be a gifted student. And what ones do we have? We'll have another water person in. Just keep everything going. Them all moving around doing the stuff. When the next student comes in, then we'll do a combat on this side because we've got to go into the fungal caverns. It's up to now a level 5 battle. So we do need to make sure everybody's as healthy as can be. 186. I think I'm going to keep Mike out of the fights. And Octavio. So let's have a look at Octavia's trials. So do you need a pushback? Participate in a ritual while rested. Attune a relic at an attunement bench, but unfortunately we've got no relics for you at the moment. And participate in a ritual. Well, you've got 2 ritual trials, so that's fantastic. You can do the next 2 pushbacks. Now, are you conviction? You are rested at the moment, so if we go and do the superior immediately with Octavio, we can get the rested status, and then we don't have to worry about that the next time. And we've got all the students. So after we've done this, we will get into the combat. Keep everything rolling. And there is somebody to teach again now. And then when we get some stone, I think I'm going to extend the stairs up, put a room on the side here. And we'll have that just as an advanced teaching classroom. And then we'll just keep dropping whatever we need for the conditions. It'd be a shame to waste the gifted. I mean, they're not that brilliant, to be honest. I could just get rid of them, but we can't summon gifted students very often at the moment. And we do want to pay attention to these new crystals. Okay, so we have got a Dismal for a battle. Void Shroom has appeared, so let's get that one on a 5 harvest. Okay, so let's have a look at our crystals. So we've got a Bleak, which is smoke pills, so they're no use to us. Dismal, which are all smoke pills, no good to us. Gloomy, that is one with vegetables and potions, so yes, we do want that on a top priority mine. And that's a Gloomy. Malice is going to be the battle, we'll look at that in a second. And then the Murkies, which are all smoke pills. So where's the Malice? We've got 1. But what sort of fight are we looking for? It is a bit of a tough fight. Considering we'll be fighting 4 level 6s, I don't think we're still ready for it. Not until we can get upgraded teachers. 2 at level 6, 2 at level 3. I think without any potions going into battle, that will be just not going to be good for a couple of our units. They'll probably end up dead in a fight like that. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave that. Where's my school gone? So there is some teaching going on, and because we fixed the problem, the teachers are actually doing the teaching now. But we're more interested in getting a battle. Okay, this is a level 5. It's not going to be the easiest. Will give us 50 stone. Is there anything that's going to give us better stone? That gives us a load of iron. And that only gives us 35 stone. So now this one's the best. And we did say we wanted to complete a path. So what are we facing? Tainted Lantern. We know that's got a lot of area of attack. So Mike, you're definitely not coming in this fight. We can't put Octavia in because I'm the new student. They're not going to be that good. So L'Oreal does have a decent amount of elf. And what's your elf looking on Indra? So both these have 136 each. And what about my two at the front? 101 and 283. Now, what is your weaknesses? Weakness to earth and weakness to dark. But unfortunately, he would be suicidal bringing Jed in with 50 HP when I know he does a lot of elf area of attacks. But I think I'm happy with that fight. I think we have a good chance of taking that out. And these Lantern Keepers are only level 5, unlike the fight at the top was level 6. And we do need to get a lot of... Okay, I think you're cleaning up messes. Talking about messes, let's have a look. Make sure everybody's on cleaning messes. So everybody can be on ward. We'll put the students on a little higher. You really like warding. We'll put you on top. Nobody's got a warding trial at the moment, so that's fine. What's this column? Clean. Everybody's allowed to clean. But we put the students a little higher. You really like doing it to you. That will help your conviction. Octavia coming in as a water. They've already can do the clean task. What are we doing with everything else? So we'll put these on slightly higher destroy. If there's anything to destroy. And we'll put them on slightly higher tending so they can do the plants outside. And everybody can charge when they need to charge. Actually, we'll put these on because the teachers do a lot at the moment. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, and first combat of the episode. So we want to take one of these out as fast as possible. So fireball on you. That's a lovely crit to start off. Okay, you're only doing 19 damage, so we've probably got about 6 turns, depending on what damage the others do. So what have you got? That costs HP, so I don't want to do it. So we'll put a flow on the one that we're not killing at the moment. Put up an earthen armor. Oh, actually, I forgot we got 2 earthen tanks. So yeah, we'll get them both doing earthen armor. Probably need to move these 2 places. I did forget that Laura Lee was an earth person. So again, we'll keep working on that one. Now you do have your tank up for one more turn. I think I'm sending you to do a smash. Double damage. I think we've got to make use. And because the tank's no good against this, we might as well just send everybody to attack. And now we've only got the lantern, which is going to be doing area of attack. So I'm looking at the elf, 70, so Ophelia can't survive another hit. So we need to get this killed as quick as possible. And that's a lovely amount of damage. And you can finish it off. Okay, everybody survived. Bit of a risk taking there because it was quite high. And we have got cursed students. Now, I thought we had got one of those in the last episode, but when I looked back on the footage, we was gifted 2 gifted mages. They come up in the top left saying, you've just unlocked these. They just walked onto the tile. But yeah, cursed students are really, really good depending on what stats we get. So before we do anything, let's have a look at Pippa. Let's look at your trials first, because now you've got 4 trials. Because you're a cursed student. And I think you come in with a level 2 wand as well. So your level cap is level 4. Okay, unfortunately it's coming as an air one. I'm not a big air fan. But if you can get eye power, which this one isn't, then you could do really good damage with the airs. So let's have a look at your trials. 2 days of air dropping conviction. Better refining beast. We can get you to do the refining beast as your top priority. Cast while rested. 25 times. You'll get that because you do your classroom just after you've rested and eaten in the morning. And destroy 3 objects, which is really easy. And we can take you to apprenticeship, so you would get up to 5 air. Then we could give you another wand here, what could take you up to 6. I don't think... And then you get another level cap up when you turn into a staff. So you'll be close to getting an ultimate, you would. And you do come in at a level 5 where I think everybody else was level 3s. So yeah, I think I might try and keep that. Even though it's not my favourite School of Magic. They are, if we can get the trials done. I mean, S in Elf. That's a nice amount of Elf you've got there. 191. Your speed's terrible, unfortunately. And your power's not great. And you can attune to a relic. So let's give you an air skill. Oh, I forgot we had that one. So basically, you can now gain up to 5 air. So you would have access to Multi-Strike 2. Which is actually a lot better. 9 damage, and then I think you do 3 attacks. That's 27 damage without any relics to boost it. And without any skills in any of your air magics or any of your magics. So yeah, you're going to actually be quite good. Octavia didn't have anything to... I'm just making sure somebody else hasn't got a relic you can put on. I think it would still show you in that menu if you can attune something, so... Yeah, unfortunately we got a bit unlucky with you. Now, the cursed student we do have to deal with because I'm in this, like, barrier thing. Which somebody is doing the trial. Who's doing it? Okay, well, I've got it sorted. Elizabeth could do it. It's a free student, but we've got to get him out of the trapped status as soon as possible. We've got 2 void shrooms, so let's go and put these on a 5. Okay, that one's already on a 5. Nobody's come to do it. And that's on a 5. Let's just send 2 people over to come and do it. You can harvest that. Belia, you can harvest this one. And the score was keep moving along. That's fine. Just making sure we get that curse-bound student. And we have finished the path on this side. Brilliant. And that's somebody else to train up. You are still misfiring, Ophelia. Why are you misfiring? Are you in pain? And you've had your mana drained. But we've got rid of all the things around. What's the eye stink? Mages with air 1 start battle with air axes. So actually your air becomes more powerful and lightning becomes less. Mages eating gut brew and gut brew suffer additional conviction penalties. Well, we did move that off here. But because we've now got more people... We're up to 10 now. Let's just check how we're doing with the cooking. Move that up to 10. Move that up to 10. I think I need to go and find some honey gruels because we're probably out of it. Yeah, we've only got 2 honey drops. So I do need to get them up on garden if we've got the research. So let's have a look. Have we got the research? What have we got new under lighting? Okay, so we've got a fancy window. We've got side chimneys and chimneys. That's for the kitchen. We will get around to doing it. But again, we have achieved already quite a bit in this. And what was I looking for? I was looking for... We haven't got the honey planters yet. We've got most of these already up there. So let's look in our research. And let's do a search for honey. Honey drop planters, so we need to get that done. But we want to get the... Actually, we've got the foundations. I didn't realise we unlocked those. That's what I was waiting for, to do the room up on the top. What's pillars of strength? A relic plinth and a decorative column. I'm not too fussed with that. I'd rather you getting me the light 'em up, which is going to give brittle stone glass roofs, nature wands 2, mandrakes, honey drops, and the finial, which I think it is used for one of the rooms. It might be the mage's tower. But yeah, we'll do that as the top priority research. We are researching faster now. Why are you not in bed? Ophelia, is there too many in bed? Yeah, there's already 2 healing. We did take a lot of damage in that last fight, unfortunately. So it does mean no fights for yet, but we did have enough stone to probably do something up here now. So we want to get a wall up on this side. We'll probably have to get a door on here. A little platform and then some stairs going down. And then we want to build a floor across the top there. And then this is where we're going to be probably putting the advanced teaching room. Then we want to extend the spiral stairs all the way up. We'll just leave that on no priority. I would like this to be finished though, Elizabeth. Before we start working on the top one. Might be just easier selecting them individual and set them to 5. Because it won't allow me to select a group of them. Now you are doing the hauling task at the moment by sending it up there. You're just putting the items in so somebody else can come and build. But I would prefer you to come and build this down here. No, you're still hauling at the moment, so let's... Yeah, you have to start at the bottom and work the way up. We just have to micromanage you a bit, just so you do the jobs I need you to. Yeah, I could just do with a little bit of work on here. And everybody's sleeping and healing up at the moment, so there's not a lot else that can be done right this second. And I just want to see, does this stay an auditorium when I shrink it down? Let's just do that last piece. Still an auditorium, perfectly worked out. Is it light enough is the next question, because I never looked at that. No void shrooms will spawn. And then we have this tiny little room in here. We could just say, build a copy of that window and put one in here. Unfortunately, it's a little off-center. We can't move the wall across anymore. And one of them missing. We've got no ice petals. Let's just set that onto a destroy. Somebody will come and destroy it. Now I just want to move this out of here into this room at the top. Let you finish do your cooking first. Because everybody's eating at the moment. In this case, being as though I haven't got anything at the top, it might be good to set that up to about 16 then, for the moment, the bitter gruels. Have we got enough items to make those? We need, yeah, we haven't got a lot of bitter rice. So we might have to put the gut brew one back on eventually. Okay, we've got something, so rain is falling, that's fine, as long as it's not a thunderstorm. We do have these two here, unfortunately I can't put anything over here, because I haven't got a... Actually, I can quickly do that. So, construct a roof. Just for the moment, just put it off there. It's because this is So we need to build that wooden support really underneath. I would really want the wooden support to be there. So let's put this on a 5. Get some of this mess cleared out. Void shrooms appeared. Let's go and deal with that. And we have got some relics up here. Oh, Noshi shard, sorry. Are we getting the Noshi shards from training? I didn't realise we did that. So, Naomi's in an orange background and I'm not 100%. 8 simple dining. So you want a room with 15 luxury. La-di-da. Man has been drained. Possible break risk. So you've got some conviction issues. Why are you not doing recreation? Because we've got it set up on everybody's schedule. What schedule is Naomi's on? I can't find you on our schedule. Oh, no, you're there. I think I do need to start adding 2 recreation at the back end of the day. Up to yet, we've not had a recreation problem. But yeah, I think just a bit more. Because if you look on anybody else, the recreations are all really low. We're not getting enough recreation. So in this case, Naomi, we'll send you and tell you to go and have a dance. That should help your recreation meter out. Now, somebody wanted a trial. Let's just pause it a second. Somebody wanted a trial where them dancing on their own. Okay, so we've got to really get your conviction up to get that one done. We need one more pushback to be able to get you. So unfortunately, by the time the ritual finished, you wasn't rested. So we've got to get you the rested status definitely on the next one. And unfortunately, we've got nothing to attune to you. That's a bit of annoying. You've already done your apprenticeship experience one. Brilliant. You haven't pested any refining beasts, but you are in the classroom a lot, so that's probably why. And we haven't micromanaged that one yet. And your conviction needs to be over 89. That's quite high. We're still working on that room. We're still working on that room. Still working on that room. Yeah, it's just like I said, that's a mess hall, common room and house commons. So yeah, that's my main priority going to now, I think. We do really need combat, but don't know if anybody's healed up enough. 34. Ophilia's still not healed. And you're nearly dead, so unfortunately, Ophelia, are you in bed? Yes, you are. So we can't take Ophelia into the next battle. That's a little troubling unless it's an easy battle. I mean, this would give us a nice amount of stone and iron. And we do want to get that quilted up, really. One allowed, one level 9. We know we can't bring Ophelia in. We might bring the curse student in. You're a tank, so I don't think I'm going to need 2 tanks in here. So, Air was the one with the... So that's you, Pippa. We'll bring you in. What's this? Reduces mana cost of spells by 50% when starting the turn in this combat slot. That's fine. Do I want to risk bringing in a dark? It would just mean more healing. In water level 2 bolts. I think we'll put Mike back in. Might be famous last words, that one, but I think he should be okay. He should have got over his... No, he's still got his trauma on, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll try it. It's only one enemy. Apparently you've not healed either, Charlotte. Okay, you still got over 200, so I'm happy with that. So multi-strike, you're doing 11 damage. And it should attack the enemy twice on this one. 300 L. I didn't expect you to have that much. And what is your weaknesses? Resistant to dark, so it's a good job I didn't bring. Resistant to lightning. And you are weak to earth, that's why the earth's doing more than I expected it to. Hopefully you can tank... Oh, okay, so it's attacking the two on the front lines. The Mike needs to get off the front line. You've got more health, Pippa. You're up to 220, so you can take the damage from this. 82, that was fantastic damage. Yeah, you seem to have got 2 casts then. I don't know why. And we have got that air waxes on at the moment, so the air are doing more damage than usual. We'll put it up for another turn. So you've got 3 turns to absorb 97. So next turn I haven't got to do that. But I don't think this is going to last until next turn. Okay, so we do have to be a bit careful with those ones that do have a lot of health. And we'll let people heal up. Orphelia should be healing in one bed, which they are. And I would like Charlotte, yet Charlotte's healing as well. So that means Frederick has come out of doing research to teach. I'm happy with that, that's fine. Do want something to be done with this, but what is it waiting for? It actually has the stone in there. Let's just put them on 5. Hopefully somebody goes up and does it. Stairs, can we do the same with you? Just all the teachers asleep, sort of healing up at the moment, so they're more busy. Hence why I do want more teachers. So yeah, just pausing it a second. So the one I need to get access to is going to be the teaching rooms. So it's under classrooms. So at the start here, you've got basic, intermediate, and advanced classroom. We could probably get the chalkboards now. We might have the research for that. And an advanced classroom would have to have an apprentice teaching station. And this is what these are. This is what I need to upgrade the people. So I think the first one we said about doing was the lightning. So I'm trying to see. So we need chalkboards for everything. We need the lightning apprentice Orig and an iron conduct. I don't know if we've got access to any of this yet. It might be tier 3 research. We might even just get rid of these students, get some more in. We will get more gifted at some point. Just that tough decision when you've got gifted ones. But none of these gifted ones are any good, really. And they are all requiring the house commons. So yeah, F power is not going to be great. A power I might keep for a little bit longer. But the problem with you is your health. 43 health. You do have that bit of a starting shield at the start, but it's just not good enough. I could have attuned you with relics as well. Dark, you could have leveled up that relic and not become wet. So Jed's done all the trials, so I think I'm going to get rid of Jed. I'm going to get rid of Indra. That one's never going to happen. And you've got F in power, so we'll get rid of the first 3. Mike, I think you're just too much of a reliability. I can't do that one, and I can't do that one. So I think I'm going to get rid of the first 4. What about Naomi? We're not going to get that trial either. And it would get me a load of good relics, which I might then be able to equip. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of all the first 5. We'll graduate. You're resting in bed, so we want Fredericks to do it. And we was getting rid of... Okay, so we'll get rid of 4 then. Definitely want to get rid of Jed. Definitely want to get rid of Laurie Lee. And we want to get rid of Mike. So what are we going to get? A level 6 relic, a level 7 relic, a level 8 relic, and a level 7. Level 8 because we did all 3 trials. And we'll get a load of relic experience. Yeah, I think we've got to. Yeah, let's keep things going. And then we'll get 4 more students in. Unfortunately, we can't do gifted unless we can get a lot of Gnosis shards. Which there is quite a few Gnosis shards just randomly on the floor. And we do need to push back in another 3 days, so we're good for the moment. So, honey gruel was the other thing we needed. Honey drop bushes. So, I think I'm going to put them up to a 5 for an harvest. Because we need them for the better meals. There's a lot of rats out here, so we'll just put them... we'll keep it on a 3, just put it on an hunt. And we're still doing the ritual at the top. Again, it is lovely, the game is when you can go in. Very well detailed, and I do love the walls when they change. There is a void shroom up here, which I haven't noticed. Okay, so we got a bunch more relics then, so let's just zoom back out so I can see what's going on with the school. And you have put the relics into the chest, haven't you? So we've got 9 relics in this chest now, so let's just pause it. We have already got 2 fully trained students. I think Octavio was the one what needed to attune a relic at a bench, and now we have relics. So what can we give you? 5 conviction while learning or teaching. That's no good for you, really, because you've just become max. And because you're a standard student, I don't think I'll be keeping you here long. Leveling up that one's going to be good. HP, max mana, speed. That's going to be useful on a lot of people. Naomi, what have you got in your trials? You need just the center one, which is a conviction one. I don't think I'm going to get it. So I'm not going to attune anything to you. Pippa looks like going to be a while. What can we give you? We'll just give you that just to level it up. Oh, requires a level 3 mage. So you need to get 1 more level before we can give you that. And I don't think you're attuned to that. So let's get Octavio to attune first. Then we'll look again some more students in. I want to make sure Octavio goes to the bench. You should really be in bed. Ophelia. I am going to... Oh, actually, there's already 2 in bed. So we do need to get some more beds in. We should really have 4 healing beds in. And we did want to move the pot up into here. Did we get the ice shrooms in yet? Do we have any other windows that we could build? Not really. You can do the small round one, but it's 150 light. Is that better than the small? It actually is. I think it's going to need 2, so I'm happy to put those 2 in there. Okay, let's have a look at getting some more students in. Well, we've got 2-1, so let's get these 2 in. Have we got any new recipes for the refining beast yet? No, we've already got them all set up and we don't really need it at the moment. We've got way more than the amounts I've set on. Just waiting for that student to be summoned. Okay, so Octavio is nearly attuned, and then we'll want to get Pippa down here as well. But I think it is going up to sleep cycle. Yeah, you can sort of tell at the bottom here what time of day it is. So it's telling you it's in the night phase at the start of it, and then that'll be the start of the day phase. I would prefer a proper clock. And do we want to move this up yet? No, we'll keep it there for the moment. Just until we get... We might actually have to move these windows down. Just because I might have to put a roof in here. Might have a shortage of beds, but we did just get rid of a load of people, so that would be fine. And we might need somewhere bigger to store the relics because we've still got 8 relics in there. We can break them down. We have got the access to the bench to crush them for Noshi shards, but I would rather level them up before crush them. I just need to remember, which I do keep forgetting to do, is keep checking everybody, seeing what they can equip. So you're the tank person. Cannot become wet. I don't think any one of them is desperately good for you. Quilted faster. So you're still not leveled up this. What was that? Recreation fills faster. So again, that would be a good one for you to get. I think I'll just put that one on you. Just give everybody an extra relic to do. You've probably already leveled. That's 5 of 8. That's 6 of 8. And you can put one in here. You do some teaching, so we'll have you on with that one. And Frederick, what have you got access to? Speed, power. Only when at death's door. So this is one I am going to level up, and then I will be breaking that because I won't really be using that. I don't want to get people on death's door. But I'm not going to give a priority. They do that in their own time. Hopefully they can find time to do it. And now we're looking with the recipes. Okay, so all that honey gruel, we can actually start making some good meals. Let's take that back down to 8. Just so you're not stuck at the pot all day. And the one thing I did forget is probably why we had them recreation issues. Okay, so we got the slot. Because we had the recreation issues, we had about 10 people and we only could have 8 roundies for each one. Okay, so let's continue with this. So we really need a wooden... Where does it come under? Arch supports... Foundation. We actually it takes up 2. So that's probably where I want it. So I want these to be moved. Can we shrink these or not? I think I'm just going to have to disintegrate them because I can't see a move option. Build a copy. Disintegrate. Cancel harvest. Okay, let's get rid of those and make sure somebody... Elizabeth, come down and do this tree. Void shroom has appeared. Because everybody's deciding to run past the shroom, I'm just going to send somebody to go and do it. So I need that to be destroyed. Somebody had a destroy trial, didn't they? That was the ritual, so you're going into the ritual next to finish you off. Yeah, it was you, Pippa. So Pippa, come and destroy this. We'll just get that micromanage out the way. And we've got 40 phoenix flowers at the moment, so... I think I'll get you to destroy those 2 phoenix flowers as well. Get them out the way. And then that should get another one of your trials done. Gives you a load of experience and it might take you to level 3. You are nearly at level 3 now. Now there's one left to do. Because level 3 means you can equip that relic we had for you. Okay, void shroom again. We do need to get these windows sorted into here, so I haven't got to keep stopping to do these. Quentin has done solo learner. Didn't even look at yours. Oh, so me moving Pippa out the classroom actually helped get that trial done without even realising. Eat 10 gutberries, we can force you to do that. Or we could just put you on a trial so you only eat gutberries. 4 days without getting very hungry, that should just happen on its own. And we do want to get that other student in we was talking about earlier. I think we've got 1-1 left. And yeah, Frederick can do it. I know he's our research person, but I think the others are healing up. Charlotte, are you full now? Yes, you are. Philia, where are you? You're teaching. You should be resting. I can't go into any more battles if they don't heal the elf up. And I do want to get 2 more beds in. I mean, we could possibly turn this into an hospital. Would there be enough room to get 4 beds in here? Possible. Not the nicest. I mean, I could turn that into an hospital as well. I can't believe you haven't done this. The wood's already been put in there. I need to put somebody, I think, on an higher construction. We'll put you on 2 on construction, Charlotte. And if I go and force you to do this, hopefully that should send another teacher to teach. And then that should allow you then to go and construct all this. I think that's the reason is you're just not being... Okay, so somebody's doing the void room in... I could just take off Charlotte from teaching for the moment, so they do all the construction jobs we've got planned. Because we do want to have the advanced classroom somewhere at the top here. We could possibly get it done in here. That void room is going to have to get destroyed. Because nobody's doing void rooms, I'm just going to have to send Elizabeth to do them. So we're starting to make progress at least. Would like to get a roof on this side. So let's have a look at the house commons. That's the one we're going to be going for. Let's see what we need. So it's going to be under rec rooms, is it? So we could just do a common. So it's going to be private and towered. Must not be adjacent to walls, rooms to the left or right or above. So that's a little tricky to do. And the house commons would have to be grounded. We could put it on the bottom here. Put some foundations all the way across here. We'd have to be only... The issue with the private is if I put it on the ground floor where it needs to be, it can only have 1 door. Now that would block people from going around unless I have a staircase up all the way across and down. So I don't think I'm going to go for that anytime soon. Not until we can get stuff like broom stations. So in that case, we just need to go common room, which just needs to be private. Again, same issue, private and towered, but at least it doesn't need to be grounded. So it does mean that if we're going to be doing this here, I need to have another wall up on the inside here. And then have the dining room off. Okay. So I know what I need to do now. So we need to build a wall. There. Now this is going to count as towered. And then we need to put that foundation across the bottom and extend this out as much as we can. So that also... Let's just keep things rolling. Does mean that needs to go. Because that's not going to be our final wall anymore. Gets us some resources back. And I think I am going to do what I said. Charlotte, put your teach below everybody else's. Just so in the morning we're coming to the end phase, but you will start constructing above everything else, because that's what's holding us back. And you can get to everywhere I'm asking you to do, so that's fine. So let's get this foundation down before everything grows back. And yet again, we're in that same situation. Where we're out of stone again. So I think Charlotte was good at sign bed unreachable, so I need to have a look what's happened. Ah, it's because you're on the outside of the wall and haven't put the door on. How did you even get up here? Ah, the back there. I never thought about that. This staircase needs to be moved across now. Because it needs to match up with this wall, not this wall. So it needs to go across 2 more tiles. The only one that can actually fix this issue is going to be Elizabeth. Okay, so let's get them stairs back in. So it currently went from here. If we start it from there, it's always tricky to do these stairs. I think that might do it. That not saved? Nope, the stairs are there. Elizabeth. I think he did actually manage to find a way, partial way through. Brilliant. He can get to his bed now. And we've got the right door, which is there at the back. Hopefully that still counts as private. Otherwise, I'll have to move these stairs and have an access from the top only, and then they'll have to go down. Okay, so you've done that down there, so that's nice. So we want... Do we have pillars? I think we did unlock pillars, didn't we? Outdoor support columns. We need 200 stone and 200 iron to do the column supports. So it's not the most effective way of doing it. Is there any other thing else I've got? Support column. Still be 130. Could I just build a wall up for cheaper? You get to there for 16. And this will be indoors then. If that's going to be indoors, let's hunt those rats. These up to a 4 because nobody's been doing them. I was planning on having the columns, it's just too expensive. And I do need the column to extend this out. Currently it won't allow me to until I've built that wall going up. It's just a temporary solution, we will replace it with columns later. And let's get Elizabeth to construct the door just so it doesn't have that issue with people being stuck and can't get through. So we started off great at the start, and then we've just been in this cycle of trying to repair and fix issues we've created for ourselves. So what are we coming into? The morning cycle, so I'm going to have the dance and let them have the eat. We're not down to 5 days yet, so we can't do the pushback. Oh, yeah, because we out of wormweed pods to do that, and we do need to keep wormweeds in case we need to do a revival. So you're just sending the items in everything. Just need to make sure Charlotte doesn't go teaching. We want them to be doing all the construction work we've set up. Charlotte's over here at the moment. Okay, grabbing your food. We do need to get this sorted. I do really want to turn that into the kitchen. So in that case, Elizabeth, let's just come and assemble these 2 windows. Let's see if we've got enough light in here. I think we should do. Probably better if you get rid of the void shroom first. Then we want the grill pot. Move the back. And we did actually have the wrong chest here, because that's just a normal chest. The one we actually wanted was going to be the pantry, which is going to be under furniture. I think we finished another research. We'll look at that. So there's the achievement bench we've got. No, it'll be under storage. Pantry. So this is where we want to really be storing the food. It is sometimes a little tricky to find out which way these are facing. So I would like a feature where it has an arrow showing you which way it's supposed to be facing. Now something else has just happened. Yet another void shroom. Elizabeth, come and deal with this. So let's have a look at that room. F2 light. Now void shrooms will spawn. What does it take to make one of these? I don't think a lot. We'll see how much light that gives in that room. And where is Charlotte at the moment? Yeah, you're doing stuff out here with wormweeds. Maybe you can't reach this. Put all walls on a 5. I think we might need to go into another quick battle. So I'm having a look for stone. So there's 35 stone in that one. There's no stone in there. So this is the battle I want to go into. And this will set us up. Okay, a lot of belchers and a lantern keeper. Now, Ophelia is back to full elf, so they can go back into the fight. And which of the new people do we want? I think I want to keep Pippa in. So you are a nature. Now, we did talk about having a nature dark, but unfortunately they're going to be the gifted student. Could put Octavia in. What sort of weakness to nature, weakness to dark? But again, I don't want to put a dark in that's got that low of elf. What are you? Weakness to air. Weakness to air. Let's put a water in. You've got 109 health. What has Pippa got? Pippa's got more, so Pippa can go to the front. Nobody's got a negative against water or fire. And double damage from earth. That's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then the stone we're going to get from this and the stone what I've set up to mine out here should be able to complete that wall up. Allow me to build a floor across. And then we can easily make the room we need to build on here. I might even take them stairs out and put a proper door in. But that can't be dropped down anymore because we need that gap because of the shade for the plants. So you can't be affected by any area of attacks. So we do need to be careful with that. So probably just straight fireball is going to be a good way to take you out. And let's just take one of them straight out. You want to get your earthen armor up to absorb the next attacks. What are you on now? So you've lost your... You are blinded. You do have a little bit of armor left, but you've lost your taunts. And now we have a lot of items here because Pippa's got a nice... I think them up to level 4 wind now. So they can do 12 damage, which we know it's double damage on these. That's 24 twice, so that's 48 damage. What else have we got? Shield for the caster. Aced analysis for 2 turns. I think it's only the... Oh, actually... Yeah, it's only one person, you Aston. Adds a shield to one ally in the targeted row. So, yeah, multi-strike. This should be doing 48. Unfortunately, fireball is going to be a bit of a waste, especially when it crits. But get earthen armor up, absorb the next 2 attacks. We'll put the water over there and then the fire hopefully finishes this off. Perfect. Where are you doing with your tanking? You've lost your tank ability, so let's put it back up. You now can absorb 87 for 2 turns. I think you was double damage. No? Let's have a look at the Lantern Keep. It was only darkness and earth that did more damage. But what we can do is ace the tank. Smash 2. That's a massive amount of damage. And this is what happens in longer fights. Everybody starts running out of mana, and this is where you'd have potions normally. And we got through it without that much damage being done, but we got 35 stone. Not a terrible amount. Do want to have a look to make sure there's no... Ah, actually, there is stone runes down here. We'll put it on like a 4 and set them up to mine. That's going to be some more stone. Let's clear all this. And let's shrink it. Because we could have actually built that pantry. Have they built the pantry up here? No, they haven't. So let's cancel the assembly of that. And then we get ourselves a free pantry down here. And we want to move. Cancel shrink, move. They do seem to do shrinks as an higher priority than most stuff. And clear all. We want to allow meal ingredients and meals in here. Probably, yeah, we'll put meal ingredients. I think it's only the honey gruel we need in here, really. Bit of rice we need in here, and honey gruel. Honey drop, sorry. And I think we've just got another void room in the top this time. We are slowly getting round to stuff. We get you to just move that pantry up. And then we want you to move after that the grill pot. Now the problem is we've not been worrying about the messes down here. The messes up here will start becoming a problem because it will attract slimes. And we saw in the last episode how slimes are when they get the foothold. And we are going to move this to the back there. Copy settings. We want to paste the settings there. Actually, it needs to be on large first. Paste settings. So you're going to have the same settings as these. And we want to have the one up here as 5, so they'll put the items up here before they put them in the bottom ones. And the students can do all that moving. You are starting to build the wall now, so that's good. It could be that you just run out of stone to put in there until now. Corrupted Mana Lantern, we've got to take another one out. That'll be the next episode now. And that's a level 5. 60 iron. A nice amount of rewards. Let's just see if we can finish doing this wall. Got 40 stone, so we should be able to. We want it up to there. Then we want to build the floor. Just want to set it up ready. Brilliant. Now we could actually extend out. So we could actually have the whole of the new building here. And if we go and check on the plants, it's actually showing it as being shaded now, which I thought it wasn't showing that shaded before. Let's just put this one on a 5 because it's just in the way. Trying to get the symbol that gives me the shaded information there. Will harvest when grown, require sun. No, I think it's just shaded because it's at night. So yeah, in the next episode, this is where the commons room is going to be. We probably don't need them stairs up the back. But actually, we could have this have the dining room, a kitchen here. We want the hospital towards the bottom. So this could probably turn into the hospital. And then we want the staff recreation probably off the side here. We'll move these. We'll have the staff bedrooms in there, just so they've both got sort of equal distance to go to the kitchen. We'll have some tables up here for the staff, and we'll have some tables over here for the students. So yeah, we fixed the errors we created over the last couple of episodes, and we made a lot of progress in this one. We managed to get the auditorium done. We managed to get up to a Mage's Tower finally done. We've still got an intermediate classroom in there, but we are going to be building a more specialised classrooms towards the top of the rooms. We've managed to build what I've been planning for with the foundations for quite a while. I would like more garden stuff in here, but we could also... Actually, we can't put another floor in there because it would do... We could also have a greenhouse off here if we really wanted to. But no, we'll stick to the common rooms if I have to. We could always put a greenhouse on this side. It doesn't have to be on the left side. But yeah, we'll build this into the common rooms, and that's going to be the top priority of the next episode. Naomi is going to be having some conviction issues again by the looks of it. But your recreation isn't terrible. So I don't know why you're going into break wrist. I think it might be because you've got... No, actually, it's just purposeless. Because you're not learning, you get a debuff. You've also got an headache from something. I don't know where that's coming from. The corrupted mana lantern, so we've got to deal with that. You're sad that Mike left, but unfortunately, not a lot we can do about that. He just wasn't great for us. And outside of a dining area. But we'll be fixing that in the next episode. But yep, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And I'll be seeing you all next week. Thank you very much.